Do you think we have taken that opportunity for change yet, or perhaps not as far as we might have imagined? I mean, I'm reading your book at the moment, and I know that you have observed the effects will be seen many years into the future, but do you think we are moving down any kind of conceptual framework for change?
Absolutely. We're moving towards change, definitely, if only because the framework in which we operate as human species is evolving into a radically different manner. If you look at the world through the lens of five big macro categories, if you take economics first, geopolitics second, the environment third, society fourth, and the environment fifth, you realize that each of these major macro blocks is evolving into a radically different manner, and it's evolving to a systemic fashion. And all of them, and this is unprecedented in human history, is evolving at a time when the others are evolving as well, meaning that they conflate with each other and they produce dramatic surprises. Climate change is one of them. If you think about climate change per se, you realize that it's a much broader problem than an environmental problem. Climate change is going to affect the economy, it's going to affect geopolitics, it's going to affect society, it's going to affect tech and the way in which we respond to change. So the point I'm trying to make is that we are in the midst of a very radical, sudden change, and therefore we have to adapt to it. Now, the question is, are we moving fast enough? And well, it depends on everybody's point of view. Some of us may argue that yes, we're going into the right direction, but maybe not fast enough. And particularly vis-a-vis the most formidable challenge that we face as human, which is climate change and environmental degradation. That's the argument we make in the book, is going to have radical policy consequences. Others might argue that these are not such big problems and that we're moving too fast. So it's a question of balance, and infant is very, very highly correlated with a person's standpoint from a political viewpoint. Depending on where you are on the political axis of preferences, you have different attitudes vis-a-vis the measures that ought to be put into place to address these two fundamental challenges, which in our view are first, environmental degradation, climate change, second, social inequalities.